How to reduce anger through meditation. Meditation can help you a lot to deal much better with your anger. Hello, I'm Volker Winkler and I'm the head of the TALO Meditation Academy, where we liberate our minds and transform our emotions. Anger is something else. Anger is very special. But anger is really something else, actually something else. Anger is not really anger. Anger is only the expression of something deeper. And that is powerlessness. Feeling defenseless. Feeling at the mercy of others. Powerless. And that's very interesting because you as an adult person, as a grown-up, you shouldn't feel the necessity anymore to feel powerless, because you're definitely not powerless. You're a free adult person and you can decide. You can determine your life. You can decide what to do. You always have a lot of options. But there's a part of yours who doesn't believe in that. And that part gets angry because it feels very powerless. It feels without options. It feels defenseless. And that part is what we call the inner child. And I hope you stick around until the end of this video, where I'm going to explain a little better what the inner child exactly is. But from the name inner child, you can understand, it's quite self-explanatory, that the inner child is your experiences as a child, which are memorized in your system, emotional experiences. And one of those experiences, and a very important one, was the experience of being defenseless and powerless, because that was what happened to you as a child, for sure. To all of us, it happened. We all felt completely defenseless and at the mercy of others, and powerless, because we were. Every child is. Other people, your parents normally, but also other people, decide on your life, decide what's going on, and you have to suffer, you have to accept it, you have to deal with it, live with it somehow. But you're without power, basically. In the first period of your life, in the very first months, you are completely powerless. In the first days, you weren't even able to turn around while lying in your bed. Someone had to come to do that for you. So you were completely powerless and defenseless. So whenever you get angry, something very, very interesting happens in you, because this inner child gets activated. And there's this part of you which believes it has no chance, it has no power here. It just has to suffer and to accept what's going on. And that part is your inner child. So what you can do here, and that's where meditation can help you really, really a lot, is you can give support to that inner child. You can just help him. And helping means being with him. Just coming into the situation, just embracing him and telling him, I'm with you forever. I won't leave you. We are together in this. So the defenseless, powerless child feels the support of an adult which is very close to him, which is present. So the child is not defenseless anymore. There is an adult defending him. It's not powerless anymore. There's an adult with him who has power. A grown-up person with all the power of a grown-up person, with all the money or the possibility to decide, and the car to get away, and all these possibilities of liberty, of freedom, we as grown-ups have. So this support, this embrace for the inner child is one first thing you can do in meditation. You can just realize there are thoughts and feelings of anger in me. Okay, that's my inner child activated. So let's go to it. Let's be with it. Let's give it our love and let's listen to it. That's the very first thing we can do and we always do in meditation. And there's a second thing which is very important, and that is, who are you angry about? Who creates the anger? Who makes you angry and why? That is very interesting, because if, let's say, a work colleague or your boss or your mother makes you angry by saying something or doing something, then this simple fact, he or she made me angry, is already a lie, is already wrong. It's not true. Let's make an example here. If someone tells me, you are a stupid idiot, and there's Peter sitting beside me, and he tells the same thing to Peter, you are a stupid idiot, and I get very angry. How dare you? What's going on? You're an idiot yourself. I react with a lot of anger, and Peter remains completely calm and just listens to him and doesn't care. So that means that the sentence itself doesn't create anything. If it did, it creates something for me and for Peter. And the same thing in the same intensity, but it doesn't. It makes me angry and him not. So it makes nothing. No one makes you angry. What's going on here is that if he tells me you are a stupid idiot, and my inner child has a problem with that because my inner child heard that sentence before. My father, my mother, my teachers, key people of my past, of the very first stage of my past, told me, well, you're not the brightest here. Well, you could have thought a little better here. You're not really that smart. So my inner child is in a strong conflict with that particular aspect. My inner child fears to be not intelligent enough. And now there's someone showing up and telling me exactly this. So that's the anger. And I feel powerless. I feel defenseless. My inner child reacts with, it's an automatic reaction. But Peter remains calm, peaceful, no problem. Because his inner child has other conflicts. Maybe they told him you are lazy and therefore not good enough. Or you are, I don't know, you're always only thinking about yourself and those things. But they didn't tell him you're not intelligent enough. So that particular button can't be pushed. But it can be pushed in me. But that's very interesting because it is a scientific fact. No? It is clear that the sentence itself can't make me angry. I am creating my own anger. Always. No one can make you angry. It's just not true. You are creating this anger for yourself and in yourself, and you're doing that because your inner child has a problem with exactly that. And that's where meditation again can help you really, really a lot, because our daily meditation routine, what we always do in meditation, is to observe our mind with loving kindness, with attention. Observe our thoughts and the emotions created by those thoughts. So I can just realize and can get better at realizing this every day, that he didn't make me angry by saying that. I am doing that for myself, and let's see how. And I'm just watching, I'm just reading, I'm just looking at my own thoughts. And I am creating a healthy distance to my mind, to my own thoughts. To the thought, for example, of being maybe an idiot, of being maybe stupid. That's a thought going on in my mind, but it's not me. I am not that. And that distance is the start of the liberation of your mind. As I said before, TALO meditation is about liberating your mind and transforming your emotions. Because now this thought also generates a reaction in your body, an emotion of anger. And that emotion is an emotion of my inner child. And again, a healthy distance can be created, which is at the same time love. Embracing the inner child, listening to it, taking it seriously, seeing it, being with it. So meditation is definitely very, very helpful here and can create that healthy distance and that liberation mentally and emotionally. So as I said before, I would like to explain who and what the inner child exactly is. Well, we already said that it is basically my emotional experiences and the bad emotional experiences I had. And we all had, even with the best parents in the world. Also with the best parents in the world, you will make the experience in the very first days of your life that you are lying in your child bed and crying and shouting and no one's coming. Because your mother is taking a shower. And she's coming after 20 minutes, but in those 20 minutes, which is an eternity for a newborn baby, no one's coming. And you're all alone. And crying, defenseless. So we all made some experiences, and many of us made a lot of experiences of absence, of lack of love. And that emotional experiences are memorized in you. Exactly like the memory of a computer. It's all there, the data is all there. And it can easily be activated. A sentence said by someone can be enough, and you get angry. So your inner child is this, but not only. Your inner child is also an automatic reaction in you, a program that can be activated by certain sentences. So it is an obstacle. It is a barrier. It is a barrier between you and love, between you and joy, between you and living your life fully up to your potential. This barrier, though, is only a barrier because you continue to say no to it. You know these feelings of anger. You know them very well, of fear, of sadness, of loneliness. You know them of envy, of guilt. You know those feelings very well, but whenever they show up, you close them down. You tell them to piss off, basically. You tell them to not, you don't want them. And you turn on the television, or you drink a glass of beer, or whatever helps you. Or you call your friend, or whatever helps you to not feel the feelings, to not feel the emotions. So there's a big barrier here, but only as long as you keep saying no to your emotions. In meditation, we start saying yes, very gradually, not yes to everything right away, but gradually, more and more, we open up and say yes. And so this barrier becomes your biggest potential. It becomes your happiness. It becomes your chance to really live your life, to really express yourself, to really do what you ever wanted to do, to really put into practice all your dreams and plans. Because that barrier, that inner child which you never really listen to, you never really accept it. When you start listening to it, when you start accepting it, you start opening up there, and then energy will just flow, and you can really live your life joyfully, happily, and fully. So it is your potential. Your inner child is not an obstacle. Not only, it is really your potential. It is a big present. It is just a big present to you, which you can open and use, and then it'll become your master, your teacher, on your path into joy and into happiness. And meditation can definitely help you a lot here. If you found this video helpful, please click on the like button just below. That helps us a lot on YouTube. And we have a free online course, very short course, 3 lessons of not even an hour, which show you in guided meditations how we are practicing meditation and how it can help you. And every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Central European Time, that's 10 a.m. Britain and Ireland, we are doing a free live meditation online on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. And you can just meditate with us and practice right away. That's every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central European Time, 10 a.m. Britain and Ireland. Thank you very much. I wish you a nice meditation practice. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.